The purpose of a memory exercise is to force the orienteer to plan thoroughly. Instead of running into the terrain and finding something and then trying to match it onto their map, it's best to start by looking at the leg that you've been presented, looking at the challenges, where are the handrails, and what rules can I apply to these handrails to get me safely to the control. A memory exercise forces the orienteer to do this at the start of the leg, so they have to make a cohesive plan that gives them the confidence to then start the leg without being able to look back at the map mid-leg. So if the orienteer thought they'd just run off to the first track junction, like for example here, just run to here and then work things out and then run to there, that's not what they're going to be able to do in this particular exercise. They will have to, at the start triangle here, notice that there is a track on the map. They have to notice that there's a junction. They have to know that they're going to turn left at the junction. Then they have to know to look for the rocks, the cliffs, and they have to know that their control is to the left of the track behind the cliffs. And they're not allowed to check the map until they get to number one. So they can't just wing it and work things out on the way. It forces them to come up with a good plan. And you could do that with a partner. Maybe they hold the map so that you can't cheat. Or you could just do it by yourself and fall back on the map only if you really lose it and you can't remember what to do. Another way to present this exercise is to, at each control, have a small section of the map. So at the start triangle here, you would have a piece of map that just has that on it and nothing else. So when the orienteer starts, they have to spend as much time as they want to understand this leg and make a plan, and then they have to run off to number one with no map, just the plan in their head. And then when they get to number one, there'll be this piece of map. And so when they get to number one, they have to think, okay, I'm going to run back to the track, I'm going to follow the track through this gate, I'm going to follow the track to one junction and turn left, second junction, turn left, third junction, turn right, and then I'm looking for the pond. And it's not a huge memory task to follow. Like, you can repeat that in your head a few times and get it right, and it will get them used to the idea of planning the leg first, not running into the terrain and trying to work things out on the fly. Just planning thoroughly and giving yourself that sense of confidence, because you know you've looked at the map, you know what the challenges are, and you know what your safe handrails through the challenging terrain is.